Hello! Hi everybody, I'm Goff, again. Welcome to Race Week 39, where we have a Javelin. Let's get right to it. So this week will be the least blind that we've done so far. I've actually watched both Cerelia and Takovatch stream this thing and take it apart. My flux is on, I need to turn that off. Hold on a second. Oh, it's not. Ignore what I just said. So I kind of know what I'm looking at here. I mean, it's a Javelin. Yes. So first of all, take off this thing. Normally we do this first. This is actually wrong because you can do it quickly enough that the barge does not turn on in time to catch it. And so if you tow it down before the barge is active, it'll hit the bottom and break, which loses you 18k of salvage, and that's not great. So for javelins, I keep saying javelin as a joke. It's javelins. For javelins, last time I did one of these, which was the very first javelin we ever actually did, we would bomb this sucker off. Because apparently, putting a demo charge right here, I will demonstrate. Demonstrate. Jokes. Happens to cleanly blow off this panel. Or at least it used to. I may have placed that a bit too far forward, but trust me, it used to work. It would blow off that panel and we'd have easy access to all the insides, which would be, I assure you, wholly intact, processable, and worth money. Oh, that one didn't break. Only the computer's broke. That wasn't actually that bad. Nowadays we're fast enough that we can't do that anymore. Now, that costs us money. That's too expensive. That nanocarbon, that kind of floated off randomly, over there, and over there, and elsewhere, is actually significant for top people in a race, so we don't do that. I think instead what we are doing is we are pulling this off, booping it this way, and then taking it apart proper later. You can actually do that, I can't really demonstrate it anymore, from the inside. Oh, I kinda can. If you cut this cut point, and then you reach through the floor, normally there'd be like a floor here, you would cut this cut point, and then the wall that was here would be freed. And then you just like grapple off all the things on the inside. So that's how you would do that. That applies for all Javelin cockpits. With the new 040 update, they're actually light enough that even when intact, you can just boop them off with your grapple. They have a nice blue outline to tell you that. Yeah. And then what else? Oh, before, we'd also blow off the airlocks using what we would call the Unreal maneuver, named after a user called DJ Unreal, who kind of invented it. He's not a racer, he just happens to like us a lot. For whatever reason, crazy bastard. We would do that, and then it would give us easy access to the airlocks, and it would also happen to separate this ring into, when you blow off the top as well, into three pieces? More than one pieces. We are also not doing that because it destroys something. What does it destroy again? I think the beams over here, like these, are worth money. We don't want to actually kill those anymore. Yeah. Showing off old tech. Telling you we're not doing it. Go off. What else? This is gonna be more like a tips and tricks video than it is gonna be a blind run video, because this is the least. Once again, I know how to do this ship just from watching people. We're gonna hopefully have a pretty competent run in the post-blind run section of this video. So on 10A come off pretty easily. You just demo charge and bop them down with the other tether or your grapple, doesn't really matter. Do note that once a thing even partially touches the barge, not only is it counted, but you can let go of the tether to have the barge like apply its own bargy suction force and suck the thing down. Crates. Crates are different from pre-update. I should probably mention, this is the second race we've had since the new update to Shipbreaker came out, which changed a bunch of things. Nanocarbon is worth less per kilogram. I think most hull sections are actually quite a bit lighter than they were before. Like, there's less density of mass per hull section. And pertinent to this run, what I'm looking at here, these crates used to be 1.7 tons, and now they're 6.4. So if I tether this guy down, like I can't even lift it up anymore, it's too heavy. They don't detach by themselves if you grapple them. Look how slow that sucker is. It's way slower than before, and we found in races that, not in races, but like in general. Actually, yeah, in races. Yeah, in races. We had these before. These are a lot. These need 2 tethers now to properly reach the bottom. Like, there's a decent chance that this one's tether will expire before it hits the bottom. We'll see that later. What else? Oh yeah. How to do these fuel tanks. This is such a common question on the Discord, I swear. Alright. Super easy. Come here. Hit the flush switch. Do an animation cancel if you're fancy like me. Float backwards. Make sure your beam doesn't hit anything stray. And then just cut this thing. Ooh, spooky. Ooh. I'm so scared of it blowing up. Cut this beam too, and it gets vaporized and detached from the surface. And look, see, no harm done. Yank this tank off. This tank actually connects this other tank and like itself to the structure around it, so you need to grapple it free. With that done, you just lay a tether on the edge of this. Careful to use the front end of the tank. That makes it slip out cleanly. It does that. You can grapple this to hold it in place, and then you tether the very top end of this, what I call the pancake tank, some others call it the evil Oreo, down to the barge. It should flip over forward and cleanly somersault down. And I can also show you that this crate did in fact barely not make it into the barge. That's why we used two tethers. What is this? I don't know what that is. Wait, is that the crate? What? Why is it scrap? Weird. Huh. Anyway, yeah, that crate made it. This one did not. We use 2 tethers now to make sure they actually always make it. So we would do that. Make sure you pull. Oh. Depressurizing the front of the javelin via cutting the cockpit off actually gets the entire thing, at least in this case. I think it's because there's a door open back here. Oh. Oh yeah, of course. This door is always open. So there's no need to touch this console to like open the airlock and depressurize it. It already starts that way. Yank this guy off. Barge it. That's done. Nacelles. We blow them up. We don't kill them, we blow them off of their hinges. This is faster than doing it the intended way, which would be to split saw this, split saw this, split saw this, split saw this, and then do the pipe. Look, it's free now. Woo. That takes so long, and we don't do that. What we do is we put a demo charge on it. I'm about to die. And we bias it toward the nacelle. Very important we do this, because otherwise it won't work. When it's placed properly, it should cleanly blow the nacelle off and apply some force that makes it come free of the ship itself. In this case, the upper ones will float up and toward, like, the center top here, and the bottom ones will float outward, kind of like that. Kind of in the air. Whew. Repeat that 4 times and you got yourself all the nacelles. Make sure you got this console up here. This is like the least runny blind run I've ever seen. Gonna show off. This, you put demo charges there. We use the blast force to like boost ourselves up this way, and then we come down to get the other one. Small movement tech, just makes us slightly faster. And it feels good. And it's easy to tether down to the barge, or grapple if you want to save on tethers. I don't know. This back is still pressurized, separate from the front, and we deal with that by merely blowing off the thruster. If you're Civilian, you grab the thruster as it comes off, and it just kind of bounces forward because of your grapple. To enter the ship itself, 2 cut points hold the back plate in place. We cut this, and this should come free. And this is all nanocarbon, so it just goes into the processor there, leaving us this nice open space for us to crawl in. Burn that one, burn that one, burn that one, burn that one. This frees this entire back hull section, and we're going to push it off using a very special method. But first, I will explain a new trick. I'm separating these so that this panel here comes off clean. This is a very special panel, and I'm going to explain that in a second. Okay, so most aluminum panels are worth, I believe, $12 per kilogram, and they go to the furnace. This aluminum panel, this special one, which is always attached to the ECU, which you can only see in this scanner. Like, they're always linked. There's this ECU, there's this pipe, there's this mysterious aluminum panel, there's this pipe, and it goes to the reactor. This panel goes to the processor. This panel, I believe, is worth $80 per kilogram. This panel is what we call the MVAP, MVAP, the mysteriously valuable aluminum panel. I don't know why it's this way, but it is. And so we do special things to it. We're gonna cut it off and actually salvage the thing. To do that, we have to do a pretty tedious, like, actual salvaging wall cut thing. And unfortunately, the surrounding panels are, like, split into 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Anyway, cutting that frees the reactor system without putting it into meltdown. Like, this is actually free floating, and yet the fuel is still attached. We don't actually touch the thruster at all, so it will never go into meltdown, assuming you don't touch the inside. And then we kind of push it like this, because it's invincible. I mean, it has, like, these panels have no health. This Class 2 reactor plate and these aluminum structure panels have no health bar, so we don't care. Or rather, they can't be damaged. So it is therefore safe to use the reactor as sort of a hammer to boot that whole section backwards. MVAP gets tethered to this ring and pulled into that processor. The reactor gets tethered down, along with the thruster. And this gets tethered into that processor. I like to use 3. At least I did pre-patch. I think 3 still works based on watching Cyrilia. These should all just kind of float in cleanly. Do note though that I tether to the outside of this this caution tape here. Okay, I didn't do it there, but I advise you do it specifically there to kind of keep the piece from floating too close to the furnace. With that out of the way. Oh, I didn't do the work orders at all, did I? So for this ship, I apparently completed 1 work order. I believe there was 5. Furniture, mechanical. We did mechanical when we did the cockpit. There were 5 mechanical pieces in there. 3 kilograms of coolant. and one computer terminal. So the coolant is actually right here, inside of the ECU. I'm gonna salvage that door. There's always 3 canisters. They weigh 1 kilogram each. You do that, and there's your coolant work order done. Very important to get on a race ship is all the work orders. Each one of those is worth quite a pretty penny. Okay. For the back section cube thingy here, there's always 5 objects in it besides the ECU. There's a door console here, an atmosphere regulator, a door console up top, or rather an airlock console, another door here, door console here. Did I say 5? I meant 4. There are 4 items in this one. In a previous ship, there was also a computer terminal right there, but not in this one. And then you cut out the airlock up top. I do it this way to make sure I don't cut into that nanocarbon ring here, or titanium ring here, which can be split, and we don't want splits because it's just annoying to deal with. That comes off. Pull this, tether this, pull this out, tether her down. Okay. I will blow off these nacelles to demonstrate the next portion of this. Can I talk through the rest of this in 13 minutes? I hope I can. Those are now free. We come here and we cut. These inner struts are all aluminum. We want to cut them to separate the back half of the ship from the front here. So we kind of make use of our trusty scanner to make sure these cuts are going all the way through. It should take 4 cuts, 1 for each set of bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're really good. If not, just like it doesn't matter if you spam. Like, you can do that too. It's almost as fast, and we don't care about really being neat. The important thing is we cut apart the structure so that the back is separated. And then, using the remains of what I think we call the squid or the octopus, we have these like flat mount things, remains, and we can put, I believe it's 4 tethers deep into the processor, and that'll just draw the entire section backwards. Yeah. You know, actually, I think Cerelia is doing something different. I think Cerelia is leaving the whole back together. Oh yeah, she is. She leaves the back attached to this ring and sends it in with that ring attached.
Warning, tethers depleted.
We'll have to have a conversation about that, whether that's more or less efficient. I might do that in the real run if I figure out how to do it between now and recording that one. And by between, I mean like 5 minutes of the watching a VOD or something. Okay. So with that done, we come around back to the hole we made when we cut the cockpit apart. This hole should be smaller. It should just be like the door. But anyway, pretend this is a very small opening. Cut this. Cut this. Cut the airlocks free. Okay, so that should have separated. Yeah, she leaves this part attached to the squid structure and the rest of the back of the ship. So that goes in a bit easier. There's nothing on this section except nanocarbon and these 2 airlocks, which can be readily pulled free. So that's definitely the smarter thing to do. But anyway, this gets tethered in. I'm not sure that'll actually go anywhere based on the weight. Let's see if I can change that. Go. Let's try over here instead. Go. That might make it.
Salvage secured. Credit
Okay.
deposited.
For this front section, I believe our plan is to just dunk this cube. So our goal is to remove this cube from the rest of the hull plating. To do that, we just cut it out? I think we just cut it out. So this cut point, no cut points there. This cut point. This airlock actually holds the cube to the top of the hull, so we need to remove it. Now, the tricky thing is that the way this airlock is kind of set here, and the way the cube sits, make it really, really hard to pull the airlock out. See how it's kind of embedded there? And the ladder's in the way. So we need to actually, when we come inside first, we need to remove this top ladder. And just kind of hope it stays inside. Or take it out with us. I wonder how viable this is. Anyway, removing that ladder gives a little more space for the airlock to be jimmied free. Jimmied free? Yep. And this can be tethered down. Just dunk the whole thing because we don't really care about the aluminum. This has to come out. And then this ring just gets towed in. And this one can go there. So why not? And yeah, there you go. There's a javelin done in about 23 minutes or so, once these get down. The thing to remember about javelins is that these hull sections are rather heavy and slow to move, even if you tether spam at them. Oh. Just forgot that. So you want to get them moving, if you're doing race, you want to route that as early as possible. So that they just get moving. And you can retain your good time bonus. See, now I'm just waiting for them to go in. And that's not conducive to a good time bonus. Come on. There you go. The instant the processor grabs on that piece of it, they come in much faster, but still. I need to use 2 tethers for these. I wonder if I can, let's see. Maybe a little bit back. I'm trying to airburst them down with the demo charge. But it's hard to judge distance. Out of range. Okay, game. Come on. Is there anything? Oh, this chair. Okay. I wish I could show you how much salvage that is before having to go inside, but we lost that UI in the update. Bam. Some kind of amount of salvage. Hooray. Am I placing 22? Yeah. Yeah, okay. 8627, 8365. I'm missing 300k off of everybody at the top. Where is that 300k? I think at least one airlock console wasn't taken. The computers I broke are worth 90k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 airlocks. I missed one. That's another 110k. For both the airlock, the airlock plus the console inside are worth 110k collectively. 5 crates. I think there are 6 crates. I don't know. Meh. Anyway, let's try a real run now. Sorry for the odd format here. I hope it's informative at least. Here we go. So I'm gonna be kind of copying Celia's route from the stream. I'm gonna be worse at it because it's my first time. But you know, we'll just see how it goes wherever we land. Start, turn on the light. Boop, boop. Da da da. Oh my god, that is so... I hate... Okay, I know why she does that differently now. Okay. And flush switch. Grab this, backed out very nice and clean. If you missed the first cut on that to like vaporize it cleanly, just hit it again, it'll come off. I'm sure. I can tether you to the... down here. Please come out cleanly. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay, good. Once the tether is like, has good line of sight to the bottom, it tends to drag the rest of the tank with it, provided it, the angle is correct. Two, three, four. Blow those. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, shit. Oh, is the run dead? Ah. Okay, we're gonna reset once. It's just one reset, guys. It's just one. Misclicks. Misclicks. Welcome to race. So we'll do that a little differently. We'll come here. Grab this console. I'd killed it. Oh my god. And we don't grab that anyway because the bar doesn't turn on in time. Never mind. Don't grab that console. We're just gonna go forward and take out the cockpit. And into the crates. Okay, here we go. Slow it down. I think that was 6. Yes, that was 6. Did that ghost? It totally did. Grab this, come out. I float really far back here to make sure that my split saw doesn't catch anything stray. That beam is fine. Like, but if it hits the fuel tank by accident due to a bad lerp, a bad like game drawing vector technical thing, it messes up. It like blowing the fuel tank just kills the run entirely. That should come free. I believe in it. Come on, Pancake Tank, work with me here. Okay, good. Bias these toward the cell themselves. Okay, good placement. Detonate those. Place exactly one. Blow it up. Grab this while we're up here. This one here. Blow it up. Do this. Do this. Grab this. It's gonna tether down. That went somewhere strange. Come on back. Go into your proper area, please. Cut points on the right and on the left.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, then we go in. Cut that one, 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 cut that one. Float up here to the corner so our split saw can hit both. Or, oh my gosh, that's actually really hard. I'm trying to be careful not to hit the ECU itself, because that is actually vulnerable to the split saw, and blowing that up would kill the run. Okay, good. All those are free. So he really likes to cut this pipe here to preserve the salvage of the pipe itself. And we hammer this with a half charge and one more. That should give enough room. That goes there. This goes here, and this goes there and there. And this goes 1, 2, 3.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Yes, all according to Keikaku. Get that a nice light yank. And come to the front here. Grab this door. Salvage the door.
Credits transferred.
Free all the coolant tanks before you actually like pick them up. And do it that way. Because it's slightly faster. At least I think so. I didn't test anything. It just heals faster. To be clear, what I did there was I just interacted multiple times. Because you have two hands, you can grab two things. And then you do one cancel in the middle to free both hands, and then you do the last interaction for the third tank. Fast airlock cuts. So really keep saying that this thing freezes or something and shatters if you don't wait. I guess I wait long enough for that not to be an issue. Burn a tether, burn a tether, burn a tether. I messed that up, that's fine. The cockpit will be done last. Because I'll have time to do it at the end. Wait, no, it has to be done now, doesn't it? Oh, shoot. Okay. Destroyed mount. Oh no. Okay, push this away. We just need you out of the way. Go in here. Disconnect the ladder. I hope that doesn't do anything stupid. Okay, we'll come back here. Cut this free. Do fast airlock cuts. Cut this free. Oh, I hope I didn't shave anything. Oh, I totally did. Aw, shoot. Okay, well this won't be... This salvage is gonna be trash. But I'm gonna get the method out here. I mean, I can't expect the first run to be good, right? That would be insane. I need to get this moving now. Let's use this mount instead, because it seems to be better positioned. He says as he struggles to draw a line. 2, 3, 4. This comes out. This also comes out. Shame they died. That's... It's not alright, it's just... It is what it is. Yeah. That gets cut, that gets cut, that gets cut. Missed this cut. I get the other side? Yes, I did. This should just come free then, yeah? 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 I can tether you forward and down. It should flip over appropriately. You need to go into the processor, sir. Come on, airlock. What's holding you back, eh? I don't understand. Genuinely don't understand. Are you attached to something still? Oh my god, you totally are. I'm gonna cut my tethers. I hope that the processor side made it in. I hear processing sounds happening.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, this should slide out. Come on. Okay, there we go. And now with some room to work, that should... I should be able to just work these free now.
Salvage secured. Count credit applied.
The heat sink needs to come down to here. You need to go off that way. This can come out. This cube should be free. Come on.
Deposit accepted. Credit.
Okay, I can tether you, or I can demo charge you in now. And then cockpit. So come in to here. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have demo charged it. I had time. Run this. I need to remember to keep my proximity from the poster there pretty far, because otherwise it will catch fire. Same with the crate. We don't want fire. Just makes things messier. So those are good. Okay, this out. What an odd orientation. You should be free. Oh shit. I totally botched that. I shouldn't have done that at all. Oh man. Well, that's gonna account for like 100k. That's like, oh my god, that's like 200k salvage short. But anyway, sub 9-minute javelin. There you go. 14.458. Number 6. All because I botched a few pieces of salvage. Hope that was enjoyable. Again, apologies for the kind of different format. Or maybe you liked it? I don't know. It was more like a tips and tricks video than it was a real, like, here's a ship, I'm gonna structure a run now. Yeah. Have a nice day, everybody. See ya.